Larry Ward for the Two-Wheel Power Hour. Hey, we are live at the Packard Museum for their brand new motorcycle exhibit for 2011. It's called Motorcycles on Main Street. Let's take a walk around and show you what's going on.
That's the same year as mine.
Beautiful example, the 1976 CB 750. Alrighty, here's a Triumph Trident.
Trident is actually two bikes together.
Okay, this is the 1936 Nimbus Sport. Copenhagen, Denmark. Owner is Dino Ali. Take a look at the beautiful craftsmanship, unrestored on this bike. Total loss ignition system, total loss oil system. You can see inside there where the valves are. No valve covers. The oil just spews out, and you lose it, and you just refill the oil tank.
Bruce Williams, do we have an opening list? All right, the show banner, we have a bid of 130.
Also, I changed the cylinders and the heads. Those are XB heads on it.
XB.
Better valves, better ports.
They breathe better.
Oh, better. That's better.
How much horsepower you got on that?
120 horse.
That thing must really go.
No, it's a handful.
How much torque? How many speed transmission?
I don't know the torque. It's probably around
5-speed transmission?
100. I don't know.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
98.
All right, Larry Ward, hey, live again from inside the Packard Museum for Motorcycles on Main Street. Joining me right now is the director of the museum.
Correct.
Marianne Porincha.
Right.
I got that right. I never forget
He's good.
that name. And of course, she would remind me of what it is. But I wanted to catch up with Marianne because we have the opening of the brand new extension, the exhibit, Motorcycles on Main Street. Tell me about how much work it took to put this thing together.
Almost a year to the date, almost 24/7 to get this exhibit open in this structure. We actually had a grand opening during the car show in July. This is the first motorcycle exhibit we've had in our new space.
Oh, it is
It
awesome.
is night and day for a solid week after the train exhibit moved out. We had a crew of about 30 people here almost every day.
Just terrific. Now, as you can see, and we've panned around here, and you'll see much more of the action inside Motorcycles on Main Street. But as we have gone around, some of the bikes are just absolutely gorgeous, like you would see them sitting right as you walked out of Isley's on Main Street. So we're going to step away. We're going to take a look at some of the other bikes. We're going to thank Marianne very much for inviting us tonight. Thank you, Marianne.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
1964 Sears Hook, what they call a twingle, and that's because it's a single cylinder, but you'll notice two exhaust pipes. Carburetor comes off of the side, still feeds into the cylinder though. Different type, very, very dependable motorcycle. I've seen many of these 250s go all the way from Youngstown to Daytona. You mix gas and oil, you pour it in the gas tank, you got to shake it up and mix it. There's no automatic feeder. Very reliable system. This is a 1938 Suburban 500cc Lion. This is a 1934 German DWK, made in Saxony, Germany. Vintage bike quality. And over here is a bike that probably, if they would have kept, here's a 1960 BMW. It's called an R26. It was a 250cc single cylinder. Very good bike, but not very good for the highway. Not a, what we would consider to be a modern day bike. Probably top speed's about 50, 52. Oddly enough, this bike sold for $425. back in 1960. And this example right here is probably worth $6,000. Once more, we're out in the outer four here, and you're going to see that this is a 1966 BMW R69S Sport model, owned by our good friend Ken Sampson, who is also one of the trustees at the museum. Roy Dykeman has just caught up with Ken. Roy and Ken, congratulations, Ken, on your award tonight.
Yes, very nice trophy. When did you get this bike?
1966. You bought it brand new?
Yeah, we bought it out of the crate.
From? Where did you buy it from? Market Road. Johnny Roman on Market Street, okay. And you've had the bike ever since?
Yes.
And how far have you ridden the bike?
I rode it to Talladega.
Okay, tell it. Florida. And pretty much.
Ken, show us a little bit about your motorcycle. A lot of people haven't seen Roy. Roy, I know, knows, but a lot of our listeners, Ken, haven't seen a bike, not only this vintage, but some of the features of an R69S. Why don't you walk us through it from the front end all the way to the back?
Like the fairing, the pockets. Yeah, it has a Earl's fork, which is one of the things that they actually like for comfort, good action. They also use them on sidecars. And the fairing, it's, if it's windy or rainy or if you have a lot of extra protection there, it just keeps you from getting beat up when you're going down the road, that's all.
Okay.
This one has a big gas tank, which is a 6-gallon gas tank, yep, which you can go a little further. A nice, quiet machine. Runs good. It's fairly decent gas mileage. I came from riding an English motorcycle, and when you ride something like this, when you come back, you just change oil. Take it to, at that time it used to be a quarter wash. You take it to the quarter wash, you hose it off, you're ready for the next trip. Where if you had something else that had a chain on it, you had to come home and tighten up everything and adjust the chains, and change oil in 5 different locations, you know. So this, another thing, it's quiet. When I used to go down the road with my Triumph, the police would be up there waiting for you to come past, ready to pull you over. They wouldn't even know you were there. It's comfort, quiet, reliable.
Now, what's the secret behind, is that a hinge fender? A standard fender?
Yeah, that's when you had to change a tire. You unloosen that, you hinge that up, pull the tire out to the back.
Give me an idea what it's like to be sitting on this bike. Looking through the windshield. Pristine example of an R69S.
And this is also a drive shaft.
All right, Kenny, thank you very much, and again, congratulations on your award. Okay, that's a 1975 RD60B two-cycle, 4.9 horsepower, 8,000 RPM. That is one of the collection for Yamaha Warren. This is one of the most neatest bikes here. 1950 IMI R100B, saying 100cc. It's 2-speed, unique features, single-sided swing arm, where the swing arm and the exhaust system are one piece. Convenient rack on the back. Neat styling. Battery. Toolkit in the tank. 2-speed right up here on the handlebars. Unique styling. Hotchkiss design, leading link single on the front end. Very unique bike for 1950. Alright, there it is. Presented by Guy Shively. The Packard Museum presents motorcycles on Main Street. It's the 11th annual Antique Motorcycle Exhibit, January 8th through May 29th.